So in this video today, we're going to be talking about what is my investing plan for 2019. We're going to look at the stocks I am currently invested in and whether I am up or down in those positions, where I'm at with my portfolio overall, and ultimately what do I plan on doing with my money in 2019. So let's go ahead and talk about the stocks I am currently invested in and where my position is. So overall, I own 6 different stocks, 6 individual stocks within my investing portfolio. And overall, across all of those stocks, I'm currently down 20%. Based on the fact that I am pretty tech heavy with this portfolio, and there are some investments in this portfolio, well, namely one investment that has been a major thorn in my side, which is General Electric. So the 6 stocks I own are General Electric, Facebook stock, Apple stock. I own JD.com, National Grid, and Alibaba. And we're going to start in a list here in order of the stocks I am down the most versus the least here. So my biggest loser within my portfolio at this point in time is General Electric. This is a stock that I started buying in late 2017. Got into this stock way too early, and so I am currently down 37% on that investment. But I think in the long term, I really have no concerns about that stock, at least rallying to my cost basis, if not above and beyond that. But it is going to take a couple of years, in my opinion. Number 2 is Facebook stock. I'm down 16% on that company. I bought a little bit of Facebook stock after the Cambridge Analytica scandal in 2018. And then again, when they had that earnings report come out and the stock dropped like 20% out of nowhere. So Facebook is a stock I only started buying in 2018. And then we have a recent addition to my portfolio, Apple. I am down 12% on Apple stock. That's one, again, I bought as recently as I believe November, late fall of 2018. JD.com is one I began buying over the summer. I'm down 11% on JD. And then NGG, National Grid, this is a stock I have owned since 2015. It is the stock of my previous employer. I'm down about 8% on that stock, and that is largely due to the fact that over in the UK, they restructured how the power utilities were going to be making money, and companies like National Grid are now going to be making less of a profit over in the UK, and as a result, there was a sell-off that took place with that stock. And then Alibaba, I am down 5% on my cost basis of that company. So those are the 5 stocks that I currently own. Pretty much all of them except for 2, GE and National Grid, are stocks that I started buying in 2018. So most people who invested in 2018 are down at this point in time just because we have seen that correction taking place. And the companies that I owned prior to this, that I was up on, I ended up selling in 2018 because I believed they were becoming overvalued. 2 of the biggest ones being my positions in both Amazon and Google. I was up over 30% in both of these companies in a relatively short period of time. And so I ended up selling off Amazon and Google in early 2018, and I rolled a lot of that money into this stock portfolio that you see here. So other than that, I do also have some boring ETF investments within my portfolio. I've talked about this in some other videos. I own VBK, VV, and VXUS. These are just your basic Vanguard index funds. So in the short term, portfolio looks pretty bad. Most people who invested, like I said, in 2018 have had similar results, where they're probably down around anywhere from 10 to 20% or more, depending on what they're investing in. But in the long term, I have no doubts about these companies that I own within my portfolio. Now, before we get into how I'm going to be investing in 2019, I just wanted to mention to you guys, if you're interested in picking up a completely free stock worth up to $1,000, Webull is running a promotion where if you open an account with them, you don't even have to fund it. They're going to give you a completely free stock worth up to $1,000. That's going to be the top link in the description below. I'm affiliated with Webull. You guys do not have to take me up on this offer if you don't want to, but it is available to you if you are interested. And if you guys are not familiar with Webull, it is a completely free trading platform, kind of similar to Robinhood, but they have a lot more tools for research, and they have a lot more data available to you. And it's specifically useful for people who are looking to perform technical analysis of their investments. So that is the top link in the description below if you guys want to grab yourself a completely free stock. Okay, so the first part of my investment plan here for 2019 is going to be a real estate investment. Now, I'm not sure if this is going to be a property that I'm actually going to live in, or it may be an investment property that I'm buying just for the purpose of renting it out. I'm looking for a duplex or a triplex or a quadplex in my area, but it's hard to find one that you would actually want to live in. A lot of the ones in my area would make great rental properties, but they're not necessarily in the parts of town that I would want to live in. So currently I rent the apartment that I'm in, and renting is obviously, quite a waste of money. But it's also provides you with a really nice, lifestyle. You also have amenities like a gym, internet that's super fast. I get free internet here, or it's included with my rent package. So there are a number of different perks to being a renter, especially somebody like myself who has their own business from home. But if I am able to find, a nice 2-family or 3-family house, that is something I'm going to be investing in. Whether it's something I actually live in or not, that I'm not sure of. But I'm planning on putting about $50,000 aside for this real estate investment that's going to be probably within the first half of 2019. And I'm definitely going to do a couple videos documenting the process of buying my first piece of real estate and buying my first rental property when I actually decide to do that. So that is going to be a big part of my 2019 investments, is that $50,000 or so that I plan on investing into that real estate. Okay, so the second main area I'm going to be investing in for 2019 is investing in my business, whether that is scaling my business by, involving other people, whether it's also any kind of assets I want to purchase, if there's like another Instagram page that comes up that I want to buy. I plan on investing at minimum $10,000 into my business in 2019, just to scale my business and, again, find other areas to generate revenue from the online business I've created here. And already in 2019, I have hired a copywriter, and that alone has been a massive investment into my business. And so I think $10,000 is probably on the low end. It's probably going to be more closer to, I don't even know, $20,000 to $25,000 realistically as to what I'm investing in my business for 2019. Now, the third area that I'm going to be investing in is any kind of coaching, any kind of courses, or ultimately investing in my skills that's going to be allowing me to earn more money. So if there are any courses that come out that I want to take, or any events that I want to attend, that's another big area that I'm going to be investing in. Number 4, as far as the stocks that I own, the 2 companies that I really want to add to my position are Facebook and Apple. These are my 2 smallest positions within my portfolio, and I would like to double my positions in these 2 companies, but I'm in no hurry to do this. I don't really see anything changing with Facebook and Apple in the short term. And so this could be something that I do, much later into 2019. I don't really see the whole, thesis behind these companies changing in the short term. I think that people are going to have more of a bearish stance in these companies for a couple of months here or a couple of quarters. And so I will be buying those companies at some point in 2019, but that is not my top priority. Beyond that, number 5, I'm going to continue to be purchasing ETFs following my dollar cost averaging strategy, so buying VBK, VV, and VXUS at a rate of around $1,000 to $3,000 per month, pretty much just splitting up my money across these 3 different funds. And that is just my passive investments there. I do have a good majority of my portfolio is individual stocks, but I also have that passive side of my portfolio. I see one as a higher risk and a lower risk element of my portfolio. And my plan is to take some gains from my individual stocks over time and put that into a more lower risk passive approach to investing, just by putting that money into index funds. Because what you'll find as you begin to have multiple income sources and different investments, you really like those set it and forget it investments. Even though they may be yielding you a return that's not like jump off the page exciting, it's nice to not even have to really think about these investments. You just plop money in there and they're going to be paying you in dividends and ultimately over the long term growing your money. And then number 6, the final area I'm going to be investing in for 2019 is just simply building up my cash reserve for investments. Now, I'm not saying that I'm going to be putting all of my money in cash, but what I am saying is I'm not funneling a ton of new money into the stock market. I'm comfortable with the positions that I have. I do want to add to both Facebook and Apple, but beyond that, I like the stake that I have in GE. JD, Alibaba, and National Grid. Unless there was some massive deal that showed up and one of these stocks went down huge, I can't see myself dumping much more money into these companies just because I've built up a position that I want to have in these companies. And so I'm going to be increasing my cash reserve. And if I find another stock that shows up that seems to be a good value, that's something I might be buying in 2019. But I don't really plan on investing much more cash into those other companies within my portfolio. I'm going to be building up my cash reserve, ultimately saving up for that real estate investment, dollar cost averaging into those ETFs, eventually, doubling up my position of both Facebook and Apple, and then investing into my business and any other coaching courses and skills beyond that. But anyways, guys, that's going to wrap up this video. This is my investing plan for 2019. Let me know in the comment section below, what are you guys planning on doing in 2019? Are you buying individual stocks? Are you buying real estate bonds? Are you buying crypto? I'd love to hear what you guys think in the comment section below. And like I said, if you guys want to grab that completely free stock from Webull, that is the top link in the description below. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.